And we are back. Patty Pigskin. Dude, I needed a shower after that last game. That was a sweaty, mate. That was incredible.
But you don't want to smell my armpits in this suit after that game. I tell you that much. Stinking.
I think we might need to, literally, if we can't, decontaminate, we might just have to burn everything. We could be at burning stages here. Mate, what a phenomenal first game we had there. One possession game. Crazy to hear Jan say he was actually nervous. Rory played really, really well. Consummate sportsman as well. I love the way he spoke openly, frankly about Rory, about the game. I think we've stumbled across something really, really incredible here, man. So I like it.
It was a good start from Jan. Like when he said he was, obviously I couldn't tell that he was nervous, but it was actually smart when you look back at what he did the first few plays. He just pounded the rock.
Yep.
It was like, he didn't really have to do much there. It's not like he had to make reads if he was feeling a bit nervous. Just hand the ball off to 21 and let him gash up the middle. And that's exactly what he did. I think that definitely helped him settle the nerves a little bit. He's like, right, the offense is rolling. Chiefs might have to sell out now to play the run, and that obviously opens up the passing game. So really textbook opening to the game for somebody that was nervous, even though John didn't look like he was nervous at all.
Bloody epic.
Yeah, he couldn't have scripted any better.
Brilliant.
Really enjoyable game.
It was. Let's hope we get the next one is just as enjoyable. So we've got James Smyth, versus Conor O'Neill, one of the 16 contestants who has the surname O'Neill. Luna God with the raid. Thanks for that, Looney, and welcome Looney's stream. I'm not going to see chat as much as possible, but another 10 viewers added right there. Hype. Now, James Smyth is going to be running with the Niners, and he's going to be running the Oakland offensive playbook and the Bears. Chicago Bears defensive playbook versus Conor O'Neill, whose stream we're watching, who will be playing as the Cowboys, and running running the Raiders also and the Dolphins C. So we could be in for a ground and pound kind of game, but I run that Raiders offensive playbook, and let me tell you, there's some sneaky good pass plays in there as well. I'm expecting like a pretty high octane game right here. A lot of ground and pound, but I want to see a couple of deep shots, a little bit of play action maybe. James Smyth in the Niners versus Conor O'Neill in the Cowboys, kicking off momentarily, and it should be pretty good, mate. What are you expecting?
Sorry guys, can I just jump in? It's Paul here down in the sidelines. Just getting whispers in my ear that Conor's actually changing up defense here. He was originally going with that Dolphins defense. I'm hearing rumors that he's actually switching to multiple defense for this game. So some late minute changes probably.
Multiple D. Well, I mean, like he does actually pay for the Belfast Trojans, so he will be very, very used to receiving multiple Ds. So look, that is shots fired here. Shots fired. The biggest arch rivalry in American football island. The Dublin Rebels versus those dirty Belfast Trojans. I hold no punches when it comes to those dirty Trojans. But look, that's a beautiful sideline reporting from Polish right there. It was actually remarkable that we managed to pull Polish away from the hot dogs long enough to actually do any sideline reporting. So thank you for that as well, mate.
You're very welcome, mate.
A little nod to the Dublin Rebel showers as well with the hot dog. So look, you can tell them they're good to kick off. We're sitting here looking at playbook selection screens right here. Just a reminder to everybody at home, this is the semifinal number 2 of the American Football Island Madden 20 Championship Series. I'm going to do it in my EA voice. EA Sports, it's in the game. 6-minute quarters, regs, all pro. It's looking pretty exciting.
That was pretty fucking good, man. And yeah, just to reiterate, this is a grudge match because this is a repeat of the Shamrock Bowl last year when the Belfast Trojans became Irish champions when they beat the Panthers in Energy Park. So yeah, there's going to be some juiciness to this game, and it actually looks like I'm wearing a Trojans tie here. So I will try and remain neutral, even though people will be like, "Well, he's wearing fucking Trojans colours." But Chris, you did manage to beat me. You beat me to the joke. I was gonna say you should be used to waking up multiple D on a Sunday morning. And you fucking beat me to the punch. So this one on that was a cracker.
I think you will find that when you join my stream, it says intended for mature audiences, which ironically means immature commentary. We are at kickoff here. The Dallas Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers. Semi-final, number 2, American Football Island Madden 20 Championship Series. And just a reminder, that we have James Smyth playing for the Niners, Conor O'Neill, who's streamer watching, playing for the Cowboys. Here we go.
Yeah, it's interesting they're both using the Raiders' offensive playbook. Like, I wonder, you know, if they're so used to playing with it, will they be able to kind of spot certain formations? Or
I think so.
It's just as they're about to develop. So it could be interesting. It might be a little bit scrappy at the start to get some offensive traction.
Yeah, and I gotta tell you, I think everybody watching is also going to recognize a lot of the plays that get called right here. 6 yards to Mostert on the stretch. We got the 3-4 odd. This is a classic run defensive playbook here. You're more than likely, pressing. Normally you're pinching the D-line, spreading linebackers. Interestingly that he's running at stock, using Woods. Play action here. Oh!
G string. Wow. It's there from DeMarcus Lawrence. Good stud defensive end there in Dallas. Doing what he does best, getting after the quarterback.
I gotta tell you, superstar X-Factor abilities on DeMarcus Lawrence are phenomenal. He is one of the glitchiest pass rushers. You got Joe Staley out there at left tackle. I gotta tell you, I'd nearly be moving Joe Staley to right tackle for this game. Underneath drag route. Oh, he's got the first down.
Man out of Clemson. Wow. Absolute baller receiver. He's a real possession receiver. Samuel.
Yep.
Put him in like Shanahan put him in a lot of different positions last year, in some little bubble screens, and they just get the ball into him and he does everything. So yeah, nice little weapon there for Jimmy G.
Shout out to the 69 viewers in the stream. We got Coleman, who's great to run with. Good run D right there. Shout out once again to Looney God for the raid, Polish for the sideline reporting, Lukey's in here, Busty's in here, Fozzie, what's cooking? Always bringing up stuff for everybody in the show, it's true. All right, but this has been interesting. This has been really interesting so far. That was a clutch 3rd and 12 conversion, by the way. However, risky, because when he did the spin move, Sambo isn't necessarily going to be known for a spin move. If you take a hit stick after a spin, you can cough the ball up as well. So you got to be Samuels is got to be careful there. Again, a little dink and dunk. Another 3rd down here. So a 3rd down conversion's kind of sweaty when it comes to Madden as well.
James kind of has that Rory style right now, kind of methodical drive, you know, not taking too many deep shots.
Patience in the pocket and nearly a coverage sack right there. Wow.
Great start from the Cowboys on defense there.
When was the last time anyone said that? Like 1977? Like, I mean, like, come on, the Cowboys. Great start on defense. There's going to be a little bit of sledging going on here today. You're going to have to deal with that a little bit. All right, so what are we looking at? Is stretch alert looky. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, there's a good shot of AT&T Stadium. I will shamelessly plug the fact that thing sent Paddy Pigskin to that very stadium for the draft 2 years ago. And even though it is Cowboy Stadium, what a fucking incredible facility they have there. It is like everything really is bigger in Texas.
It's true.
It's absolutely unbelievable. So if you have a football bucket list places you want to check out.
Oh, we got a user lurk.
There we go. First pick.
Quan Alexander trying to take it for 6. Wow. Now that was a risky throw. Fantastic usering. We didn't see a user lurk the whole first semifinal. We've got 2 staunch defenses here.
What did I say? I said the fact that they both use the Raiders offense means they might be able to recognize plays, and there's 2 fairly early the turnover and a stalled already in the 4th quarter. So scrappiness I was kind of expecting when I saw both lads were using the Raiders offensive playbook.
Now he's got no huddle here. He's been stopped twice and a 3rd time.
Wow. Smyth there.
Let's have a look at Tevin Coleman's stats. Just popped up on the screen for a moment there. 4 rushes, 0 yards. This is a defensive battle early on. And actually, the team that got the first possession gets the first points after that lurk 6. I would have liked to have seen him audible to a stretch play there because that run D was amazing. He nearly punched it in on the first down, first and goal. Who stepped up and made the play? DeMarcus Lawrence.
There's an Aussie. Isn't that a fellow Aussie that just made that kick? Ujanovsky, isn't he from Australia?
Oh my God, I should know this. I should probably know this.
Yeah,
I don't.
Pretty sure the kicker from the 49ers is a fellow Aussie, so shout out to Australia there, who seem to be putting a load of kickers.
It's true. It's true. We're great at kicking the old pigskin around. Okay, he's motioning, but this is a stretch. There it goes, and it's Zeke, and Zeke's in. Oh, big hit stick though. Look at the awesome motion capture animation. I gotta tell you, I played Regs on a stream a couple of weeks ago, and it's actually nearly more fun to play head-to-head in Regs than it is Madden Ultimate Team, because the game feels more balanced. Now, he's psyching him out by motioning that guy there, but he's actually still running to the left. He's bringing him back so he can get a motion snap block, which means you just get a bit of momentum, and Amari Cooper is a fantastic run blocker. And look at the patience. This is going to be pretty tight right here.
It's a first down.
Gary, you've frozen. We've lost Gary momentarily. He's in Massachusetts. I am in northeastern Europe. The game is being played in Ireland through the miracle that is the internet.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Hopefully Gary will return momentarily.
A gain of 6 there on first.
We'll quickly throw up this screen.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Gary's coming back.
What did I miss?
You didn't miss too much, mate. A couple of good runs. You just got to turn your cam back on, and then you're golden.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm on it.
There we go.
I know people are missing my gorgeous face, so here you go. We're back.
I can't believe, again, that we have the same brick wall in both of our apartments a world away as well. I don't know how we managed it. We both just have
what a coincidence.
Now,
that's it. Home decor.
Jason Witten is stretching the old legs there. Now, look, Jason Witten, I can run faster than him. And that's not saying a lot. Wow. Look at this.
I'm also taking his job in the Monday Night Football fantasy outfit and going with her. So sorry, Jason, but you've been replaced, mate.
Did you see the user hit stick here? I'm calling it. He only gets 3 here. I'm calling it.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a
and Zeke as well, who normally pushes right through those hits. Oh, off the edge. Jesus. Getting soft here.
All right, excellent. Polish is checking game audio. That's fabulous. Good stuff. I know, right? Two runs that go backwards. Now, he was this clown post. This is he's staying with it. Now, this is a really interesting one. He's probably going to block Zeke, right? Oh no, he goes play actions it. That is.
Oh man,
that's the mistake.
Not off the edge.
Now, what you don't want to do there is you never really want to run play action terribly much in Madden. You always want to block that running back so you don't get the play action animation, because you're dropping way too far back in the pocket and giving up the sacks. There's 3 points. We got a defensive powerhouse struggle going on right here. I'm enjoying it though.
Scrappy game. Certainly different to the first game, which is a little bit of change of speed for sure. But yeah, it's good to see some offensive stalling and a bit more defensive prowess here.
I agree, and
we start the second quarter.
And a couple of bend don't break drives. I mean, Quan Alexander there for the Niners, he got that pick, all right, and then he's just knocking on the door. And Conor managed to keep him out. The Cowboys kept him out. And then right there, the Cowboys were moving and driving. And phenomenal defensive play calling. Shuts him down. And it just got around the edge there. Mostert's averaging 5. I got to tell you, I'm liking the look on the wheels on Mostert look a bit better right now than Coleman. I'd be sticking with him.
And he came on in real life. He came on quite well. Like, that's a guy that bounced around and was like from a load of training camps and then finally got a shot last year and kind of led the ground game all the way into the Super Bowl. So In real life, could have a good story there with Mostert.
Interesting. Now we can't see what's been called on offense, but I thought there might be a couple of streaks. And he's having a crack here and a deep ball. Oh, it's a click-on user pick.
Hey, boy, Jeff Heath.
No, it was nearly in there. I thought it was as well. It was a Woozy that got the pick. My God, that was awesome. See, now, when the ball's in the air, you can click on to the nearest defender that the ball trajectory is going towards and get that pick. You have to click on and press the Y button. And we nearly had a pick six back the other way.
Jesus.
I gotta tell you, a double coverage bomb. They are throwing caution to the wind here. What you like to see in that situation is you like to see maybe a drag underneath, like a get out of jail. You know, it's a little drop off pass as well. But the Niners are just going, nope, let's go. All right, dive here for
Amari, man. Amari's absolutely stuffed him. The defensive line for the Niners, as we all know, is littered with first-round picks because you've got Baby Bosa, you've got Baby Bosa, you've got Solomon Thomas, Rick Armstead. Like, they're all first-round picks. So John Lynch certainly likes picking his defensive line with the first pick of the draft. So. No surprise that they're getting pressure on the run there.
Oh, the cutback with Amari from there. Oh, I thought he had that. I thought he was about to bust it out. I'll tell you what, now that is where he's going to go for this. Oh, he's going for it. We got our first big ballsy play right here. Our first big ballsy play.
There's a 2-minute warning. All right, maybe he has time to think about it. Is he going to still go? It looks like he is.
He's going.
The ball into Amari Cooper's hands, man. He's one of the best route runners in football, and you saw there with his footwork, that stutter step was absolutely disgusting. So the ball into the playmaker's hands, let him do his thing.
Flipping the play.
On Zeke, he got the edge. Oh, he's got
Sherman got there, but he got the lucky animation on this side of the line. Play action, dot over the middle. Risky play. Look, he's going no huddle though. I like it. I like the up-tempo approach. Are we going to see some fireworks here late in the first? Zeke. Oh! Nick Bosa might have just saved a touchdown. No word of a lie. That was a big shed and a big tackle.
This is a real throwback game from the 90s.
Yeah, it is.
The Cowboys and the Niners. Like, this was quintessential NFC playoff football back in the day when you had Troy Aikman and Montana and Young just going for it. This is, there was fucking so many good football players in those two teams.
Watch Cooper here. Watch the corner to Coop here. Why? There he goes. Oh my God, he got the phenomenal, he got the diving reach catch animation. That was nearly picked as well. Wow.
He's so good. It must hurt you watching Amari Cooper ball out for the Cowboys.
It does. I still like, eventually there'll be a documentary about what went wrong between Gruden, Mack, and Cooper. But anyway, right now he's got the superstar X Factor abilities. Underneath to Gallup and out of bounds, great clock management. He's got a lot going on between the ears right here, does Connor.
Starting to roll now for sure.
My goodness, fireworks here. Is he going to punch it in? That's what I want to know. Is he going to punch it in? Now remember, he gets the ball to begin the second. Are we about to see a repeat of semifinal number 1?
Be big swing here, yeah.
He's got 3 in the bag as long as he doesn't throw a pick. Look at the wheel route here. He's going the middle. Oh, he's throwing the pick.
You called it. Easy gave the commentator a course.
Oh, the commentator's curse.
Doesn't love a good tart on a Sunday morning. Who doesn't love a good tart every weekend?
Jaqueezy tart with the pick. Oh my God.
An interception.
Called it, man. We called the struggles, the offensive struggles early on in this game, and that's exactly what we've got. No touchdowns probably in the first half.
I love how quick fire has been, but he did not make a read right there. And now we're just going to see Stretch probably one last time. Well, play action. I love the audible here. Does he have a man deep? Oh, the slap down.
Byron off too.
Hey, there's a reason Byron Jones only has 2 career interceptions, even though he just got a big paycheck. It's because he sucks. That's why. There we go. All right, they're going to kick it off for halftime, and then they're going to take a pause. Wow, 3-3.
There's your boy right there. It's Vegemite kicking off again.
There we go, Vegemite, the boomerang. All right, they're going to take a pause right here. And then we're going to, my God, the final 2 minutes, again, it's a sweaty. So
Look at that.
Straight away, the James, who's playing with the Niners, he's got the lurk, which was phenomenal and hard to do with linebackers this year, especially with Quan Alexander. He's not that fast. And then he's got Jaquezie Tart coming out of nowhere. That's a CPU pick. Very, very, very nice. I got to tell you, though, defensive struggle at the moment. What do you think?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm always wary about QBs and just like taking reads, trying to squeeze it in over the middle in a condensed field. A lot of bad things can happen, and that's exactly what happened there. Hadn't got much field to work with. Tried to thread the needle over the middle. There's just so many fucking bodies in the way.
Yep.
All it takes is a hand on the ball or just someone jumping in front of it, and that's exactly what Tart did there and made the pick. So it's a very high risk play trying to squeeze a ball over the middle when you haven't got much real estate to work with, and it cost them on that one. But very much a defensive slugfest here right now.
You know what I'm
slobber
feeling?
Knocker.
It is, right? Look, like Jimmy G's stats, you can see him on the screen there. Jimmy G, 40% completion rate and 17 yards in the first half. But I feel like the Niners played the better D. I'm calling it. I'm calling a Niners win in this one with a defensive touchdown. That's what I'm feeling here. I don't think either of these lads has the patience like we saw with Rory and with Jan to operate an offense within the red zone. I think we saw them either throw a pick or go no huddle dive, where I think what you need is something a little bit special. And whoever wins, the final next week is literally going to be like fire meeting ice. An unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. Either way, the final has already got my nipples rock hard. But yeah, I'm calling it. I'm calling defensive touchdown victory for either side. But I feel like the Niners showed me a bit more.
It's kind of you compare Jimmy G's stats here to real life, where anytime they put the ball in his hands and expected to do much. If you look at the playoff stretch, his fucking stats were shit.
Yep.
It was all like give the ball to Mostert and let the run game do everything. I think I start taking the ball out of Jimmy G's hands and let the run game kind of get more yards. I just don't trust him. I just don't trust him slinging it around. I can't expect Jimmy G to dissect the defense in the second half.
I'm with you.
Let's see if he can manage it.
And neither team has been able to run the ball. You were spot on with your analysis at the very beginning, the top of the game. We actually called it like that both defenses are going to recognize plays. Now, Schultz is on this wheel route. That could get open on the sideline, but no, he doesn't have it. Wow, he tried a little playmaker there, and I think that was pressure inaccurate. I saw pop up on the screen. Yeah, because he's about to get hit.
Yeah.
This is crazy. A quick shout out to the chat. Fozzie probably with the comment of the day, but I'm not going to read it on stream. And 500, you're just here to enjoy. Good man. Thanks for being here, everybody in chat, and thanks for the raids and the hosts. Trumpet Monkey with Patty Pigskin calling the American Football Island Madden Championship semifinal number 2 on the PlayStation. We've still got semifinal number 2 to come up on the Xbox after this as well. I'm loving it, mate. Thanks for being here.
But I'm glad I got up at the fucking crack of dawn after being on the beer last night to do this. I wouldn't have got out of bed for anything else. Maybe a bit of golf, but that's about it.
Okay, he's going for it on 4th and 3. Play action. Slant route. Dropped it.
Oh, he dropped.
I'm counting that as a turnover because it's a turnover on downs. He made the play. He caught him off guard, but Gallup dropped it. You want to be hitting Amari Cooper on that
field position.
Oh, here we go.
Look at this field position.
Stretch. Great user D there. Now, shout out well and truly to Connor. He took away the outside, forced the jump cut back to the inside, the cut back to the inside, and then the CPU takes care of the rest. He's still got 3 yards though. Shotgun formation here. Can Jimmy G make you eat your words here? Pass play.
You will.
Drop. No, this is, you know what?
No, he's not good enough. Jimmy G is not good enough to dissect defense.
I'm gonna be the wanker. I'm gonna be the wanker commentator this time. I'm gonna be the mean, the cruel commentator. They're both playing nervous. The first one of these lads to find the nerves and overcome and make good reads is gonna get the win. He had routes open there. He had them. But he's got.
I'm sorry, the nerves should be gone at this point. You're into the second half. There should be no nerves. Should have found your feet and You go. Yeah, the passing game isn't working for the Niners.
Byron Jones has given up 2 picks now. Are you kidding me?
That was a good vertical leap. He got some height on that. He climbed the ladder for both of those plays.
Absolutely, but right now, Byron Jones has been playing in the NFL for 4 or 5 years, and he's only got 2 more interceptions in the NFL for his career stats than you or I do, Gary. So there we go. I'm telling you, we might have a chance. So 6-3, another. Here's Pollard on the kick return, big hit. Big hit. So this is
neither guy can get their offense going, man. It's just solid.
Defensive. I don't hate it.
I'm not sure.
I don't hate it. You know, I played both ways, like most of the Trojans players do in real life. And look, I'm enjoying it. Great stick here, Zeke.
There we go. He's Sherman with the ankle tap.
Richard Sherman, old man Shermanator. Set back in time to save touchdowns. Are you kidding?
All they have so far, the field goal. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Over the middle.
Like a 70-yard touchdown.
Look, Witten.
Oh man, Witten.
This is.
You know what? That fucker burned the Giants so many times. Like I've seen Glaciers move faster than Witten, but yeah, somehow he would still get open against the Giants. It was disgusting.
He's got the
Always showed up against the Giants.
He's got the Antonio Gates about him, the Charles Barkleys. You look at him and you don't understand how they get open and score, but they do. Back to the run. I'm liking this drive from Conor, though. I feel like Conor's left the nerves now. Now really punch it in here. Let's see our first touchdown of the game. I feel like he's got the better of him here. Now see that play at the bottom, play action scissors. Oh, he moved away from it. Play action scissors is a cover 3 beater. Watch these deep crossing routes here. We've lost Gaza. A near pick. A near pick. Gaza's coming back.
Third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues.
Welcome back, mate.
Just not able to get much separation.
That's just the internet, the interwebs doing their thing. Big 3rd and 8 right here. Borderline field goal range. This is a 56-yarder without wind to help. He's gone underneath. He's got the field goal. He's got the field goal range here. But he's going. Huge play.
Huge play.
I love it. Zeke has got it.
He's got it. Right up the goal.
I'd go no huddle again here. He's doing that. I'd keep punching this right in here. He's pinching the D-line on defense. Is James. That helps. That helps. Now, he's hitting sprint, though. He's hitting sprint a little early. Now, the reason why I was praising Jan's stick skills earlier, if you don't hit sprint, right, the run blocks hold a little longer, okay, and you don't fall over and stumble quite so badly. Nice little bubble. Gallup's got some yards there. That's something. He got a yard. That could have been worse. Yeah, good tackle. Another big 3rd down right here. You know what? I think Conor might be listening, and Conor said, "Screw you smelly Aussie." And right you are. I'm going to score 7 here, make you eat your words. And that's what we want. That's what the viewers at home want as well. We got a little mean in this one, did we, Gary? But
from the shotgun,
it's definitely a gritty affair, this one. It's very different to the other game.
It is very gritty. That is a risky throw, but Cobb just came up with a monstrous catch and then fought off the defender and got the first down. I think we're going to... Can he prove us wrong here? Can he punch it in? Inside the red zone. It's hard to score in the red zone unless you've got your go-to plays. Look at Elliott here. Look at Elliott.
How many drives is he going to get in the 4th quarter? Like, he may only get 1 more, so he's got to score here.
He had a touchdown to Zeke Elliott there. And again, it's this little Texas route, this little halfback angle. He had a touchdown to Zeke there. Because the user jumped the route. He's just got to sit down in the pocket for another split second and make the read, and then he's got it. It's very easy for the commentators to sit here at home and say that, though. If you ever watch my streams, you see me make terrible reads. So this is a pot calling the kettle black, without a doubt. But hey, that's what we're here to do.
I'm after getting sent some frozen screen grabs of me when my connection went down, and I'm showing my vinegar strokes. So shout out to the people that have sent me those screenshots. Much appreciated.
The Lukey says the background
I'm
makes it.
not gonna name any names, but that person is affiliated with the Belfast Trojans, so they fucking know who they are.
Especially tough
and stuff like that.
We got Luke in chat saying it looks like we're both in the same pub. It's true. I could reach over and poke Gary right now. Risky pass there on 3rd and 10. Oh my God! He finally looks at the halfback angle route that he had a touchdown on for 2 plays in a row, and that time risked it for a biscuit. Great defensive call right there. 6-6.
By the way, do you know what a biscuit is over here? Biscuit isn't what you think it is in America. Biscuit's like a little salty roll.
It's like a scone.
It's like a scone.
Yeah.
It's the fucking weirdest thing. It's like cookies are biscuits and biscuits are little scones.
Right.
Man, I'm always
Hey, we were on basketball tour in Kentucky and Indiana one time, and I fell in love with biscuits and gravy. Shout out to the Owen County Rebels and all the teams we played against. Biscuits and gravy helped me grow a few inches vertically in the course of a month of eating it. Phenomenal stuff. I tell you what,
Are you sure it wasn't horizontally?
Yes,
it probably grew horizontally as well. Yeah,
it's a little chubby. Here we go, Lukey. Thanks for that comment there. We're in the same pub. The lights aren't working on Gaz's side though. Nice little jump cut there. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Defensive touchdown incoming. I've just got this feeling.
I mean, the way things are going right now, I wouldn't be surprised.
And
offensives just aren't doing much.
I'm being a little bit picky and a little bit harsh when I say, make the right read. I will say this as well. Both opponents are making it difficult because they're both usering incredibly well. Look at the user on Woods right there. Like, he's taken away the really good.
Oh, Jesus.
That is a coverage sack. That's a coverage sack. So phenomenal usering here by both players. Play action. Is he gonna go deep? He's throwing caution to the wind.
He's full send. Full send. No.
Kittle.
Is that Byron Jones again?
Byron Jones misses another pick, and Kittle nearly makes the play.
He passed defenses in one game. It's pretty solid.
Right.
It's the Aussie again.
Right.
And another boomerang. Transfer, and he finds touch. That was a pure rugby union kick right there.
That really was. That really was.
Out of jail,
out of the 40. Out of the 40, line out time. Okay, this is probably the game-winning drive right here if he can put it together. This is going to be really interesting. I must say, Conor's Cowboys defense has looked a little bit more solid than the Niners. But one big play here on defense for either of them, and I think we get our winner. I really do.
I think you just got to keep feeding Zeke at this point, and take your shot at the end zone or get a field goal. I think 9-6 might be enough here. Barring any crazy circumstances. This is a big play coming up right here.
You'd like to see him just holding off on the right trigger just for another second, just to get to that second level. You'd like to see him making precise user moves, that type of thing.
I like Amari on the slant here.
Oh, beautiful!
Nicely done.
Zeke with the up and out right there. That's a really tough. That's a really hard route to cover, especially for a linebacker and even for a user, because he can go either way. So that was a really nice play call. That was clutch 3rd down conversion right there. This is going to be a tight old finish, because you're knocking. This is a 61-yard field goal right here. Here's Zeke. Great tackle. Great tackle.
So many good user defensive plays, I have to say. Very impressed.
Yep, and remember,
swarming to the ball.
The pre-snap adjustments that they're both making on D is what's helping out that run stopping ability. So like they both know what they're doing. You called it, mate. Tight game because they both want to run Raiders. That's a dot to Cobb. Randall Cobb's held on as well. Wow.
That's why I'm here, Chris. That sort of analysis is why Paddy Pigskin is in the commentary here, my friend.
Big facts. That and dress sense. And dress code.
They all go hand in hand,
That might be... That Cobb catch right there. Cobb has made 2 clutch 1st down conversions. Cobb might actually be my MVP. Because that is
the unsung hero. He's keeping drives alive.
You can get the snot knocked out of you there and drop those. Huge gash up the middle here for Zeke.
That's it.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20.
Wow. Yeah. He's got to just grind it out here.
Yeah, I think this is three.
Don't up as much time.
3 runs and a field goal. I like that James here is not using the timeouts right away, though. He's backing himself to get a stop. Which I dig. But, great user D again there. Did just enough. There's the first timeout. All right. If he doesn't hold him to 3, if he does hold him to 3 after the kickoff and all said down, you're probably going to have about a minute 15. No timeouts in a dream. With the runoff, it's going to be tough. He maybe has a deep beater up his sleeve or something here. When he does get the ball back, if he does. More great run D.
I've been saying it from the start. I don't trust Jimmy G to dissect the defense. I just don't think he has what it takes in Madden and IRL to get it there with a minute left. He just hasn't got that killer mentality, I don't think.
Yep, I'm with you on that. So it's all going to come down to superior play calling. Interesting that he did not use the timeout there. So he'd rather have 30 seconds and a timeout. Controversial, big play right here. Oh,
they'll get 6 there.
So
he'll stumble away. Here we go.
You know, it's gonna. The kick takes 3 seconds. The kickoff can take up to 5. You could literally be looking at 35 seconds and 1 timeout here. I'm not a big fan of that. I would have liked to have seen the timeouts used a little earlier, but as I said, very easy sitting at home in the pub here with our. It's good.
Got it.
It's good. Field goals. Are we being a little too harsh? Let us know, chat. Are we being too harsh?
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge
Timmy Ryan's in the chat.
9-6. Been 6 after, a 50-plus game. Who would have thought that would be possible to have such offensive prowess? And
but I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the final, though. Jan is going to probably be playing at this stage Connor, unless we see some last-minute heroics here from James. Right?
Here we go.
This is it. There's 41 seconds, 1 timeout. Play action. He's got a deep crosser.
I like these rollouts.
He's got a deep man. Timeout right there. You have to take it. You have to take it. No, the runoff is too long. 12 seconds. He just killed it. He really just killed his chances there. Oh no! Oh no! Look, it's like I said,
two shots here.
2 shots max. It's very easy in the commentary booth. You're looking. The good news is he has cover 3 beaters. You're probably looking at running a cover 3 beater here. Yeah, he's in cover 3. So look, let's see what he comes out in. If he's got a cover 3 beater up his sleeve. You really are looking at 84 over here, or maybe 19. 19 with a kind of deep post.
No, Debo has the wheels.
Oh, the dots! Are you kidding me? Are we about to go to overtime? Oh, that was phenomenal. That is phenomenal. He can ice him.
What's this field goal going to be?
He can ice him. He's got to make an iced kick to keep it alive here.
5 seconds left.
Oh my God! Oh, it's huge! It's huge, Gary!
This to potentially send us.
Robbie B. Gold again, the veteran kicker.
He's got it!
He's got it!
Oh! Overtime, baby! This is all kinds of hype.
They will tie this game here in the final seconds.
What a dot! Jimmy G, we're off his Christmas card list. We were speaking all types of shite about him, and he's only gone and dotted up and made the most amazing play. Jameis Olawale, the former Raider, nearly cribbing it there. Oh my God!
Great field position.
Overtime. Polish. We might just need to get the message to the next game to hold the kickoff until this game ends. Sideline reporter, if you could pass that message on, you handsome bastard. This is very, very fun. We can't, because my ugly mug's in the way. We're not seeing who won the toss, but I guess we'll figure it out. It looks as though Connor is receiving, though. Okay, remember, this is normal playoff rule. Normal overtime rules apply here. Both teams are going to get a position if we have a field goal for Connor here. Of course, a walk-off touchdown wins it. J-Dub with the raid. Shout out to everybody coming from J-Dub stream. I'm going to miss a lot of the chat because we're doing the live commentary. Big love. You're watching the American Football Island Association Madden 20 Championship Series. Semi-final number 2 on the PlayStation. We've still got semi-final number 2 on Xbox to come over. Myself and Paddy Pigsky and Gary Somerville, both former Dublin Rebel players. We're here because we love the league. We love the AFI. It was cancelled this year due to the coronavirus. So the lads in the headquarters got together, put together a 32-man knockout tournament for PlayStation and Xbox for players to represent their clubs. This is the semifinals. You are watching overtime in a 9-9 game where we have seen a lot of defense and a lot of field goals. But I'm loving it, Gary. I don't know about you, mate.
A lot of good kicking on display. I'll say that much. Not much touchdowns display going on, but fantastic. Yeah, shout out to American Football Ireland for putting on this great event.
Hell yeah!
The organisers have done a fantastic job. And it's delighted to be asked to take part. So, and I'm loving this. We had drama for 4 quarters, first game of the day here, and now again we're into overtime. Just fascinating to watch.
Now,
really enjoying it.
I've got to tell you, James, who's playing as the Niners, he found something on that last drive that he hasn't shown us all game. He better go back to whatever that corner route play was. Okay, we're at the disadvantage of not being able to see which offensive plays he's calling because we're watching Conor's stream. He needs to go back to that well. He needs to drink it dry because that is going to be oh, that's a big tackle ball in the line.
Another ankle tapper right there on Zeke.
I gotta tell you, both players are running with the Raiders offensive playbook. Is Conor going for this on 4th and 5? Oh my! This could be the game.
There's a moment right here. It could be the game right here.
This could be the game.
Who
do you go to?
I mean, Zeke has just been the workhorse, but
you're looking at Cobb.
Money play.
The press is a mistake. The press is a mistake. Amari Cooper could come open over the top here. The press is a mistake. If anything, you're backing him off. Yeah, he shaded over the top. He's got oh, that's it. Oh, Nick Bosa. It's Bosa.
The Niners take over in terrific field
off the edge. Tyron Smyth gets mutilated.
Now they're unsuccessful. That brings
he had Jason Witten wide open. A was open. Bosa said no. He's going for the field goal to win it. The walk-off field goal here. He's icing him. He's icing him. This is massive.
Harry Jones shitting his pants.
Right, no, Robbie Gould's already kicked one ice field goal to take us to overtime. Okay, they're actually coming out and running offense. He's running offense. I'd be taking the kick. If I'm not mistaken, the ice remains. Oh, look at him cover the ball with RB. Clutch play. Real clutch play.
He went to Tevin Coleman. He hasn't really done much at all. Interesting that he's given the ball to him.
We've got someone mentioning I look like Little Dicky. It's true. We have the same mother. I've also had Eli Manning, Joe Flacco, and like Tony Romo if you were hungover. See, the ice remains. I think the ice remains unless you get a first down. Now, someone can correct us in chat, but I believe that's the way the mechanic works. So this is going to be absolutely massive here. Massive math. Now, Robbie Gould's already slotted one, though, for the win.
Here we go.
2 ice kicks in a row.
TW. Robbie Gould. He's
doing it! Oh my god! Oh my god! The doink!
So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession.
Well, look how far that came back into the field.
Oh my god!
I think that ended up in the 15-yard line.
Mate, that was
hit that square.
I wish I was getting bounce backs like that after relationships. Jesus, Webb, here comes Zeke. My god. This is it now.
Doesn't it sum it up? Doesn't it sum that game up? That was a dime to win the game after a nice pick.
He didn't have to kick it. Oh, there's a big pick! Oh, he shaded. Okay, we need to dissect this play just so that you understand the brilliance of James here playing on defense. He shades under, which is risky, but it's the right call. He predicted bubble. and that gets him the pick, and now we're right back to Jimmy G. Can I see him go to that? Can I please see Jimmy G? Mostert getting outside. We need to see Jimmy G go to the corner route again. By the way, no more ices left. Both timeouts used here by the Cowboys. Defensive game here, an absolute slugfest. My God, I'm going to need a shower after this. I'm sweating. Can't imagine how the players are feeling. Nearly within range here. What do you do, Gary? Do you just come out and kick it? Do you come out and kick a 50-yarder, or do you run it 3 more times up the guts?
I keep running. He's averaging almost 6 yards a carry. I don't know why he's only gotten 5 carries in this game. Just keep running the fucking ball till you get a chip shot right up the middle. Little pitching wedge right through the post.
This is it, though.
He's going for it right here.
Oh, he's going for it. This is it, man. It's Robbie Gould. Robbie Gould's a legend. This is game.
And he got it.
Is it enough?
Oh, the walk-off field goal. Robbie Gould, ice in the veins.
We were just treated to an absolute
Jones.
dandy in this one. A great
Devastated.
finish
You love to
in
see it.
overtime with a long field
That
goal.
is
Everybody,
absolutely
including us on the edge of their
massive.
seats. Quite a game.
Look at Jimmy G flexing like he did something. He did
Jimmy
fuck
G.
all,
No,
mate.
in fairness, Jimmy G did
About
that.
60 yards.
He got that corner route. He got the 15 yards that mattered. Jimmy G at halftime had 17 yards and 40% completion rate.
Look at that. Don't be hitting me 43 passing yards. We'll just stop.
43 pass yards, 37 rush yards, and they win 12-9.
This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. I still had a ton of fun calling it. We were a little bit brutal. Literally less than 100 yards of offense played. Defense won this game. Outstanding defensive play calling. We are now going to be joined in chat. I'm going to throw up James Smith's photo here. We're going to be joined in chat. Sideline reporter Polish will drag him down. There he is. There's James. Beautiful handbag right there. That was a pretty epic game. Overtime, OT, Robbie Gould gets a chance. Robbie Gould kicked an ice kick to send them to overtime. Doinked an ice kick and then gets the game winner. Phenomenal.
Paul here from chat sidelines. Boys, what a game! Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Incredible.
So that there was the first. That was the first of the Xbox championships. Jan's game was the second of our PlayStation.
Oh,
the
apologies.
first PlayStation game played on Thursday. So that's the PlayStation sorted. So this was the first of our Xbox. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab James. James has just joined us in the room. So, guys, I'll let you take it away and fire away the questions.
You go ahead, Gary.
James, congratulations on the win. My one concern at the start of this game was the
Thank
fact
you,
that we're both using the Raiders offense. So I felt, maybe each other would kind of recognize some plays and formations and be able to stuff them out with defense. And no touchdowns, it appears that was the case. So, and when Conor was lining up some plays, were you able to recognize what he might have been able to do and really, choose the right defensive play calling to suit the plays he was calling?
I recognize some of the plays with the I-form formation, and I really struggled to stop the run, to be honest. And there was a lot of times during that game I thought I'd lose, but I kept in it and kept going.
Mate,
Certainly did keep in it.
Yeah, and to let the folks know at home just a little bit more about you. You're born in New York City. Hey, I'm walking here. You're born in New York City. You're walking here.
Yeah.
You are a corner for the South Dublin Panthers youth team for 1 year. Shout out to American Football Ireland as basically like a semi-non-profit kind of organization that actually manages to have so many levels of American football on what is a very small island that we love dearly is Ireland. I think it's phenomenal. Your favorite team is the Giants. So I got to ask you. Wait, why weren't you playing with the Giants, though?
To be honest, they don't have the best team right now, but they will in the future. So I had to go with 49ers.
I feel you. I would have liked to have seen Thaquan out there, though. Saquon with those thighs. But mate, you played really, really well. I think one thing I said, you're going to watch the replay, and you're gonna get a little bit of shade from the both of us when it comes to both of you making reads. But you ultimately shut us up. That Jimmy G dot with 1 second left to the sideline for Robbie Gould to take an iced kick. That corner route. Now tell us about that play. Talk us through that. Were you sitting on that? Were you sandbagging that? Holding it for late in the game?
Usually that's my go-to play if I'm on third down, because you usually get open on the arrow every time. So I figured if I block and then double team DeMarcus Lawrence, he might be able to get open on the outside and get a toe tap, stop the clock.
Nice.
And that's what happened.
Now, we were at the disadvantage of only being able to see Conor's play calls there. But that's fantastic to hear. Like, we're seeing Madden being played at a really high level by all of the contestants so far, all 4 of you so far. To hear that you're sliding right, double teaming DeMarcus Lawrence, who was a monster, by the way, really, really phenomenal. And I just want to take a moment to say, shout out to Conor as well. I thought he moved the ball really well. I thought you played brilliant defense. So you got a message for Conor?
His defense is incredible. I couldn't do anything on offense, to be honest. I struggle so much, and then he could run the ball really well.
He definitely can. He definitely can. And look, Jimmy G isn't going to be winning MVP anytime soon.
No, he's not.
17 yards, 40% completion rate at halftime. Again, Gary and I joked that Gary, I probably could have gone out there and thrown that.
Gents,
you wouldn't have been asking for 100 million either.
If I can just interject, I'm just looking back at statistics over the series. I believe that is the first overtime game that we've had in the AFI Madden series as well.
Oh,
so
really?
absolute cheat clincher. Absolute cheat clincher.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. And it says here your favorite football team, Giants, but your favorite football moment, the Giants winning the Superb Owl, the Super Bowl in 2012. A lot of people think I look a little bit like Eli Manning. So if you ever want me to pose for a fake photo or something like that, maybe sign a few autographs, let me know. But your greatest sporting achievement in real life, the Leinster Metro Cup Rugby 3 years in a row. That's pretty bloody epic.
Yeah, I play for Barnhall in rugby. I've been playing rugby for a while now. And I'm only recently after getting into American football this year, and it's really good.
And I don't know if you can see your photo up on screen there, but you're rocking, you got the Under Armour gym bag, but then also what looks like a very Joe Namath, very New York kind of jacket right there, and a gorgeous, Dolce & Gabbana handbag there. I would have thought that was the Trojans player, not the Dublin team player, but looking good. You got a message for any family, friends, fans that are watching?
Thank you for the support, everyone that's been watching me. I know a couple of my mates are watching today, so shout out to them.
Wow.
They've been great.
And maybe Robbie Gould if he's watching. I don't know.
yeah, Robbie Gould as well.
Gary, any last words, mate?
No, that's it.
Congratulations, man.
Tournament. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you showed up when it mattered, and you made those clutch plays when it came down to it at the end. So that was a defensive slugfest, and it was a good change of pace given all the offensive scoring that was going on in the first game. So really enjoyable to see more defensive side of the ball. So congratulations, and we'll see you next week, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, mate.
Right,
and we can't wait for that final next week. That Quan Alexander user pick you got at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Al dente. Mwah, beautiful. I can't wait for the final now. That's going to be, fire and ice next week. I can't wait. Mate, you have yourself a bloody good Sunday over there. All right?
Thank you.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Go Giants.
Go Giants. Oh, no. Well, look, we are going to take this a quick 5-minute break. Next game kicking off in 9 minutes. Yeah? I'm going to kill our mics. We're going to have a powwow. That was bloody awesome. Everybody will be back in about 5 minutes to talk about our final semifinal game coming up here today, which is going to be Ross O'Neill. I told you, I promised you many, many surnames, O'Neill. There's about 15 of them in the tournament. Ross O'Neill versus Darren Quinn, okay, a.k.a. Busty. Ooh la la. All right, and that's going to be really, really fun. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with that. Thanks for watching here. American Football Island. Madden 20 Championship Series. Gaza, see you in a minute, mate.
In a minute, man.